And this gives the LGBT community a big advantage.
Many celebrities have been caught unawares with offensive and uninformed questions about their sexuality and opinions about the LGBTQ+ movement. But fear not, in this video, we will be counting down the top 10 celebrities, including LGBTQ+ allies and supporters, who shot down homophobic interview questions with style and grace.
I'm a lesbian.
You will be amazed at how these celebs stunned some of the most notable interviewers with their answers. Ready yourself as we rewind through these iconic interviews. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Number 10, Heath Ledger. The legendary Heath Ledger made his support for the LGBTQ community
about the way two people wish to love one another. I mean, come on.
Crystal clear during the interview for one of his most famous films, Brokeback Mountain.
So one night I got your Creel case opened up before you went on one of your little trips.
The 2005 Western drama about two male shepherds who became lovers starred Ledger as one of the shepherds. It was groundbreaking as it was released when such movies were
It's nobody's business but ours.
This is a one-shot thing we got going on here.
Still yet to gain acceptance into the mainstream. The role earned Ledger an Oscar nomination, but it also won him the hearts of many thanks to his response to a question about audiences labeling the movie disgusting. The question was asked during a press conference of Brokeback Mountain's press tour around the time of the movie's release. The Aussie actor's response couldn't have come out better. He said, "I think it's an incredible shame that people go out of their way to voice
I think it's a real shame. I think it's immature, for one.
Their disgust against the ways in which two people choose to love each other." Heath's response not only retained the essence of Brokeback Mountain, but also made him one of the biggest celebs to defend the rainbow community in that decade. Number 9, Jane Fonda.
Who falls in love with a transgendered woman.
Two-time Academy Award winner Jane Fonda was the subject of a 1970s video that went viral in 2020. In the video, the actress and activist eloquently and constructively defends the gay community by warding off a ridiculous question posed by a journalist.
And this gives the LGBT community a big advantage.
Fonda, already a well-known LGBTQ ally at the time, was asked if she was being used by the local gay community in San Francisco, to which she replied saying she hoped she was being used.
By the woman exercising her right to choose, or even to use contraception.
What am I here for if not to be used by good people for good things? Fonda's answer served as a boost to the fast-growing LGBTQ+ movement in San Francisco at the time. It was a trying time for the community because of the assassination of Supervisor Harvey Milk, who was the first openly gay man to be elected to public office and also a friend of Fonda. Fonda has not only been a longtime ally of the LGBTQ+ community, she has also been known to support and make her allyship known at the most critical moments. Number 8, Johnny Galecki. Johnny Galecki's sexuality was always a huge subject of discourse whenever his name popped up, especially after playing several gay characters in movies.
It's my new keyboard. It looks and sounds like an old-fashioned typewriter.
The Big Bang Theory star would finally address the rumor with one of the most basic but intelligent responses. While discussing his early career days and upbringing in an old interview, Johnny was asked to reveal his girlfriend at the time because it had been established that he wasn't gay.
Can you tell us if you have a girlfriend?
All these rumors have...
The question was rather off-putting, but Galecki responded in the most diplomatic way possible.
Yeah, well, there's fortunately very little dirt on me out there, so people have to talk about something.
He said he wasn't surprised about people wrongly labeling him as gay, but he also didn't feel the need to give them a response because, and we say this in his own words, why defend yourself against something that is not offensive? The response was so classy because while Galecki confirmed he was straight, he also made his view of the LGBTQ+ movement known. Number 7, Richard Gere. In 1979, Richard Gere became one of the first notable Hollywood actors to play a homosexual character after playing the role of a Holocaust victim in the Broadway production of Bent. Following this starring role, which earned Gere a Theatre World Award, many audiences assumed him to be gay. But these were rather Hollywood whispers for Gere until his 1991 interview with Barbara Walters, who pressed him to get an answer.
And it's not a focus on me, because this is not me.
Barbara asked Gere if it bothered him that people supposed he was gay. Gere said no, indicating that he wasn't bothered by the rumors.
Peace Prize winner. This is a man who wants dialogue, wants his forgiveness.
But it seemed Barbara wasn't satisfied with Gere's simple answer as she kept mute, awaiting a more detailed answer from him. Gere, understanding Barbara's intention, then gave the clearest of answers by looking at Barbara and saying, "There's nothing wrong with being gay." Barbara Walters may be known for asking the hardest questions and shaking tables, but Gere's sharp deduction and answer came out tops in that interview. It shows how important it is to support gays unequivocally, even with the shortest of phrases. Number 6. George Michael. George Michael's story of finding and accepting his true sexuality is an inspiring one. Even more contagious is how he became very outspoken after confirming he was gay.
I spent the first half of my career being accused of being gay.
Following an incident in 1998, which involved his arrest and forced him to come out, Michael said in an interview that he had no problem with people knowing that he was in a same-sex relationship.
6 years ago, you were arrested for what I think the term would be a lewd act in a bathroom in Los Angeles.
Subsequently, the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer was seen constantly criticizing mainstream media for doing what he felt made straight people comfortable. He also didn't shy away from firing back at homophobes for their views about him and the entire LGBTQ+ community, always stating that he was unapologetic about who he was. If you ask about will-powered celeb members of the gay community in the 2000s, you will find George Michael at the front line. How do you find the countdown so far? Are there other notable LGBTQ+ allies and supporters' comments that you loved so much? Kindly share with us in the comments. If you find this video interesting and enjoyable, kindly hit the channel's subscription button and ring the notification bell to be the first to catch more videos like this. Who are the remaining stars left in our countdown? Let's find out. Number 5. Lady Gaga. Gay icon Lady Gaga has never failed to declare her love for the LGBTQ+ community. A bisexual herself, Lady Gaga attributes much of her success to the support from the gay community. The Born This Way singer has not only showcased her support for her beloved community through her art and fashion, but has also shot down invasive comments about her sexuality.
You were a hermaphrodite, and you joked about it on the stage last night.
Maybe I do.
One of the notable incidents was when she ridiculed questions concerning rumors about her genitalia in an interview with Anderson Cooper. She dressed down the question by saying, "Why am I going to waste my time by giving a press release about whether I have a penis or not?"
And give a press release about whether or not I have a penis. My fans don't care, and neither do I.
Gaga's response earned rousing applause from her LGBTQ+ fans, who thanked her for not validating the rumor. One thing about Gaga's choices is that she is confident about them and consistently defends them anywhere. And like she said to the LGBTQ+ community during her passionate speech at the second annual Stonewall Day, "I will take a bullet." She truly means it.
And you know that I would take a bullet for you any day of the week.
Number 4. Melissa Etheridge.
I'm a lesbian.
Melissa Etheridge has been a vocal and inspiring member of the LGBTQ+ community since she came out in 1993. The admiration of the community members and allies grew even more when she appeared on The View.
Human rights be up for a vote.
During the chat on the talk show, the singer-songwriter criticized Proposition 8, which disallowed same-sex marriage in California. It gets even more interesting as Etheridge politely calls out The View co-host Elizabeth Hasselbeck for misleading viewers about the issue in a previous episode. She also asked Hasselbeck a straightforward question while debating marriage equality. She asked if Hasselbeck was a supporter of same-sex marriage, which the co-host refused to answer, saying that Proposition 8 wasn't personal to her. Number 3. Anna Paquin.
Anna Paquin opens up about her bisexuality.
Anna Paquin coming out as bisexual in 2010 came with several remarks from folks who didn't know better, especially after Paquin's marriage to True Blood co-star Stephen Moyer later that year. Talk show host Larry King was one of many who were confused about Paquin's situation, so he couldn't help but ask her, "Are you a non-practicing bisexual?" Anna was taken aback by the question, but seized the opportunity to calmly educate Larry and clarify that one's current relationship status is not necessarily a marker of their sexuality. Number 2. Laverne Cox. Laverne Cox is one of the fiercest LGBTQ activists and frontline transgender advocates. She is ever willing to educate people who are less informed about transgender issues. Her most famous response was during her chat with Katie show host Katie Couric, who had referred to transgender people as transgenders. Cox, responding to Couric, pointed out the many issues transgenders face.
Grew up in Mobile, Alabama, and I know that you were bullied.
In another chat, she explains to Wendy Williams what it means to be transgender, stating that it goes beyond their bodily transformation. Number 1. Madonna. Madonna's support for the gay community dates as far back as the 80s. She has continued to be a promoter of discussions surrounding sex and sexuality, which was the aim of her 1991 documentary Truth or Dare. As intended, Truth or Dare sparked a lot of mixed reactions, which Madonna firmly debated and discussed in several interviews. She attributed society's biggest problems to the lack of discussion surrounding the subjects raised in her documentary. When asked whether she cared about homophobes getting offended by her documentary, she said, "That's their problem." Thanks for watching, dear viewer. If you enjoyed this video, kindly check these ones too.